got really quiet.
Pull it up on the phone and see if you can.
We're on. So you say.
Double checking. Sure.
Forget these.
Let us know.
Probably get feedback, reverb.
Keep pointing down eventually.
Yep, live now.
It's this one back here.
You hit the button and run away?
Huh?
Just,
I think he ran back to his desk.
yeah, it's like, I'm out.
That Springfield Daily page has some we have new bond. All right, 6 p.m. We'll call the public hearing to order. Open the floor for public comments concerning zoning changes in the annexation agreement with the Janet Marcia Jones Curry Trust. If there's anyone that would like to speak to that matter, now would be the time. Yeah. We have a public hearing first, then we'll go to the regular board. I won't forget, Liz. Yes.
I would like to make a statement.
Step on up to the mic and introduce yourself, please.
My name is Shelley Petty. I'm Executive Director of the Chatham Area Chamber of Commerce. I have a statement to read on behalf of the Board of Directors. The Chatham Area Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors is in favor of the proposed annexation, not only for the positive impact it would have for the village, but in particular for the business community. The Chamber Board would like to thank the Library District, the School District, and the Fire District for their continued support of community and for their cooperative and collective efforts that have brought us to this meeting today.
Thank you, Ms. Betty. Anyone else this evening?
Hi, I'm Amy Myers. I'm the director of Chatham Area Public Library. I'm speaking on behalf of my board. We are also in favor of this annexation. Our boundary lines go far east towards Lake Sandcrest, so we are very far in that direction. And we have unincorporated areas that are not part of a city. Another municipality can come and take that property away from us. So in 2017, that did happen, where the city of Springfield took a lot of property around the lake that was ours, and we lost about $61,000 of annual revenue from our budget because of that annexation in Springfield. So by preserving our district, by coming into the village of Chatham, doing more in the village of Chatham, it preserved our district and our taxing funds. So we appreciate what the village has done to help us with this issue and to preserve our district for our community.
Thank you, Director Myers. Anyone else this evening? All right. With that, we will close the public hearing on the annexation agreement with the Janet Marcia Jones Curry Trust and call to order the regular village board meeting. Joe, please join me in a moment of silence. And the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Madam Clerk, you have the roll.
Trustee Mann.
Present.
Trustee Gerger.
Present.
Trustee Fountain.
Here.
Trustee Lindhorst. Trustee Mao.
Here.
Trustee Sturchel.
Present.
And Village President Kimsey.
Present. Public announcements this evening.
I had to write this down. First of all, we had a great Memorial Day weekend services on the square. And I'd like to thank Pat McCarthy especially for all of his work of updating and keeping a listing of all the veterans over the last several years. And it's been a whole lot easier to make sure that we have all our veterans' graves covered. That saying, between the three cemeteries, the two here in Chatham and Oak Grove, we have almost 400 graves that we put flags on, and I'd like to thank the Boy Scouts, Troop 310 and Troop 48 for their assistance in that. And then to make the announcement, the homecoming is June 21st, 22nd, 23rd, with a parade on Saturday evening at 5 p.m., not at 2 o'clock like we normally do. And then July 4th, we're having our 4th annual reading of the Declaration of Independence on the square by the Veterans Memorial. Thank you.
Additional announcements this evening? Also coming up on June 25th at the Chatham Library at 6 p.m., we'll be holding a focus group for our comprehensive plan committee. So anybody that would like to participate, give some input on helping the village structure what its future is going to look like for the next 10 to 20 years, please join us at 6 on the 25th at the Chatham Library. Amy, is there anybody there? Did anybody sign in for public comments this evening? Okay, I didn't think so. So we move to the consent agenda. I have a motion to put the consent agenda on the table.
I'll make that motion.
Trustee Miles made a motion of second.
I'll second.
Second by Trustee Gerger. Questions, discussion regarding the minutes or the warrants? Hearing none. Madam Clerk?
Trustee Mann.
Yes.
Trustee Gerger.
Yes.
Trustee Fountain.
Yes.
Trustee Mao.
Yes.
Trustee Churchill.
Yes.
No old business under new business. Item 1 is a resolution recognizing the achievements of Ava Gorey. Have a motion, please.
So moved.
Second. I'll second.
Trustee Churchill, Trustee Mao. Ms. Gorey, would you like to join us, please? Whereas the members of the corporate authorities of the Village of Chatham are pleased to congratulate Ava Gorey on the occasion of winning the 2018 IESA Class AA 7th grade state championship in the 1600-meter race, and whereas Ava posted a time of 5 minutes 23.49 seconds in the 1600-meter final to claim the state title, whereas Ava's championship marked the first state title in the 1600 by a 7th grade athlete for Glenwood Middle School, whereas Ava's season also included wins at distances of 816 meters at both the Franklin Invite and sectionals, as well as leading the 7th grade team to a 5th place overall finish at the state track meet, and whereas Ava now holds the Glenwood Middle School record for the 800 with a time of 2 minutes 26.79 seconds, now therefore be it resolved by the President and the Board of Trustees of the Village of Chatham, Sangamon County, Illinois, that we congratulate Miss Ava Gorey of the Glenwood Middle School Titan track team on the occasion of winning the 1600-meter state championship and wish her many more years of continued success.
I'd like to point out that Miss Gorey's a 6th grader, so she can win 7th grade next year, too.
There you go. So, hey, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, thank you. Mr. Verinsky. A resolution recognizing the achievements of Drew Verinsky, state champion in the 800 meters. Can I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
And a second?
Second.
Trustee Gerger and Churchill. Whereas the members of the corporate authorities of the Village of Chatham are pleased to congratulate Drew Verinsky on the occasion of winning the 2018 IESA Class AA 7th grade state championship in the 800-meter race. And whereas Drew posted a time of 2 minutes 11.43 seconds in the 800-meter final to claim the state title. And whereas Drew's championship marked the first state title in the 800 by a 7th grade athlete for Glenwood Middle School. Whereas Drew also led the 4x200 relay team to a 2nd place finish at the state meet. And whereas Drew's season also included wins at distances of 800 meters at the Washington Invite, the Franklin Invite, and sectionals, as well as leading the 7th grade team to a 4th place overall finish at the state track meet. Now therefore be it resolved by the President and Board of Trustees of the Village of Chatham in Sangamon County, Illinois, that we congratulate Mr. Drew Verinsky of the Glenwood Middle School Titan track team on the occasion of winning the 800-meter state championship and wish him many more years of continued success. Nice copies.
I just gave Ava hers. This is for Drew.
Mom, Dad, you want a picture? We can do that if you would like. Yeah. This is scrapbook one.
Yeah.
right.
Should have worn your risers in your shoes tonight, David.
And President Kimsey, unless there's an objection from the board, I would like to check the current regs with IDOT and see if we can possibly get two boards on Route 4 to basically commemorate. I don't recall what the actual requirements are, but I do want to make sure we pursue that.
Absolutely. You've got it. Just also congratulate Coach Max Wallet and distance coach Frank Verinsky for all their help on getting these kids fine-tuned and into the shape that they're in to be able to accomplish such things. So once again, congratulations, everybody. Item number 3 under new business, an ordinance approving an annexation agreement between the Village of Chatham and the Janet Marcia Jones Curry Individual Trust. Do I have
So
a-
moved.
Second.
Second.
He beat you to third. Motion by trustee Churchill, second by trustee Mao, third by trustee Gur. It's a project we've been working on for quite some time. As you hear, the library is definitely in favor. The chamber is in favor. The planning commission meeting on Thursday. The fire department also spoke with their stance of definitely being in favor in this. They've been key to us in negotiating this, and the school districts played a role in getting us to the point where this became possible. So, any further discussion?
Great job.
Hearing none, Madam Clerk, please take this vote.
Trustee Mann.
Yes.
Trustee Gerger.
Yes.
Trustee Fountain.
Yes.
Trustee Mao.
Yes.
Trustee Churchill.
Yes.
All right, item 4 is an ordinance approving the annexation of certain property known as the Curry property to the Village of Chatham. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Trustee Mao has made a
I'll
motion.
second.
Second by trustee Fountain. Same item. Next step. Further discussion? Hearing none.
You too.
No, it's Mao.
Mao,
Fountain.
Fountain.
Thank you. Okay, sorry, 1 second.
Let you have one.
Trustee Mann.
Yes.
Trustee Gerger.
Yes.
Trustee Fountain.
Yes.
Trustee Mao.
Yes.
Trustee Churchill.
Yes.
Final step, item 5, an ordinance approving the rezoning of property owned by the Janet Marcia Jones Curry Individual Trust to P1 pursuant to an annexation agreement. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
I'll
Second.
Motion by trustee Gerger, second by trustee Fountain. Further discussion? Gerger, Fountain.
Oh, I got
Madam
it.
Clerk?
Trustee Mann.
Yes.
Trustee Gerger.
Yes.
Trustee Fountain.
Yes.
Trustee Mao.
Yes.
Trustee Churchill.
Yes.
Several years in the making, so. Thank you again,
Nice job.
library for their help on this, the fire district and the school district. Kind of a testament to what happens when all 4 of us start putting our heads together to accomplish common goals.
Awesome.
And the Currys, obviously the Currys. Item 6 is an ordinance approving a petition for a rezoning amendment. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Trustee Churchill has made a motion. Of a second.
I'll second.
Second by trustee Fountain. This is a petition for zoning amendment to the Village of Chatham zoning code filed by Old 66 Inc. and its president Josh Fields for rezoning property at 10001 Palm Road, Glenora, and 10041 Palm Road. Currently P1, he's requested B2, General Business District. Mr. Fields, would you like to comment here?
Yeah, basically what we're trying to do, it's about a 1,200 square foot area that's in the southeast corner of the building. It's secondary. We currently have a furniture store in the location. What I'm doing is just making a little footprint off, you can see on that in the southeast corner. So what we're trying to do is just do all that's happening game.
The first one is to rezone the entire property.
I've talked with, I've got a call into IDOT as well as my RECC, my rural electric, I'm looking at putting a lighting into the entrance. I had to install a new entrance when we put the building, or when we bought the building, we stuck in our entrance in. So I'd like to light that up to make it a little more visible for traffic coming in and out of there, as well as making it visible to any traffic that's on the road, as far as safety concerns. That's pretty much what we're trying to do. So do you guys have any questions for me? I guess?
Yeah, that was my next thing. So just to clarify, this first one is B2 for both those addresses. The next item on your agenda is a special use permit that would allow for what he's talking about in the corner. So the first one is the entire property, just to give it a B2 zone. Correct.
And this currently is not in the village, but within the mile and a half.
It is, yeah, not within the village limits, but within the 1.5 mile extraterritorial jurisdiction of the village. So it's zoning for us. Went through the planning commission. Ryan, you were at that.
Can I say something?
I was just about to ask you if you had comments from the planning commission.
I think we need to revise one thing, which is not going to be a big deal right now. It's the addresses. On the county website, the address is 10001, but really it should be 10041.
That's what we've been operating under.
Yes.
That's what it's conveyed over. It's on the plot map. It shows 10001, but it's
I just want to bring that to your attention.
We've listed both of those addresses.
Right. And actually, he's getting a new one, which is 10009, right? You're not there yet.
911.
Okay.
All right. Address, but we can use, I assume.
Let's not throw a third address in there. We'll just get everybody else. All right.
So with regards to the B2 zoning, we have questions for Mr. Fields.
At the planning commission, were there any public comments on the?
No public comments. One board member raised an objection. Basically, they didn't want to jump on board spot zoning. They wanted to have a larger plan for this. Basically, they said it's a development corridor, and Chatham was looking to develop all that frontage road out there.
Right.
But it's been in court for 2 years. I'm here. I'm here now. I'm ready to do something. I can't wait 2 years. I understand his position, but at the same time, I'm ready to do something. I'm ready to do it the right way.
Do we, for the planning commission recommendations, do we get a report like the zoning?
I don't believe we do.
Okay.
It's not like the zoning.
5-1, correct, Ryan? And what I understand is correct. Chair Funderburg had drew the point that we're working on a comprehensive plan at this point in time, which will evaluate zoning in that 1.5 mile radius. I do think Mr. Field makes a fair point, and rather than wait for that plan to be done for a year, he's made a request to the board.
And the B2 allows for the restaurant area or the bar area?
B2 is the appropriate zoning for the furniture store and then the facility that's there as it exists
currently,
and everything on there. The next item is a grant on the special use. So,
and I would assume they're along the frontage road because there are a number of different properties out there that are already working as a business.
You run down that.
So forth.
There's Double J's out there. There's
True Green.
True Green's out there. The computer shop used to be over by the Alamo.
Computer Works?
No, DEB.
Jim Rodriguez.
Debs.
Sellinger Equipment Companies out there.
Okay.
You go farther into Glenarm, then you've got, of course, like Paula's.
Yeah. So I think that frontage road is ideal for business use. Would assume that the comprehensive plan will eventually get to that point, but it's not done yet.
It's great exposure out there. I did the traffic count one time before I purchased the building. It was pretty astonishing the amount of cars that go by, even on the frontage road. It's a nice location.
As far as the furniture store goes in the zoning, if it's anything like his parents' store in Springfield, that's your folks there on.
That's my sister's.
Yeah, well, I think that's a great store, and if it's anything like that out there, I think it'll do great and be great as far as.
Vendors, we do a lot.
Yeah.
They have their own kind of niche. They have Macy's furniture and the different things that they do. And I came out here. I wanted to bring some new vendors to the board, and we don't always see eye to eye on the types of furniture we like. So it was just kind of
My family shops there often, so maybe I can push them down your way too. So.
Yeah, we do the same kind of deals that at my shop. So it's just taking a long time to build it up. before this, I'm just brainstorming. I'm trying to find a way to generate additional revenue. Well, this is amazing. This is what I want to do. This is just I don't want to be here every night doing this. I meant to hire somebody to run this. I've got a family home. Like, it's a lot to take on, but I think if you do it the right way, it'll be worth it.
Kind of like IKEA sells meatballs, right?
Yeah, right. All these Restoration Hardware store in Chicago, they have a bar, so I might be something to it. I don't know. We'll see.
Okay. So let me ask you, one of my concerns on this is actually, it's not with the zoning, it's actually with the gambling, and your advertisement plan. One of the things that would turn me off to this would be if you put big signs out there on the interstate, being the first thing that you see coming into Chatham heading north on I-55 is video gambling here. That would bother me extremely. I find that to be not the environment that we want to project as a community, being one of the first things you'd see coming into Chatham. So I guess ease my concerns.
I plan on putting, I need better signage out there. I have a sign up on my building right now, but I have to go to the county for the permits and everything. But what I was looking at doing was doing like maybe a digital sign that's changeable, no longer than 4 feet. And maybe put my furniture logo below that, just a solid sign lit up, but done, nicely with stone and everything else.
I can tell you what bothers me is the big banners. You see the ones that are 12 feet tall. They look like flags. They got video gambling all over them. I don't want to see that lining the interstate coming into Chatham.
I'm not really interested in doing that. My signage, I'm looking at just putting that sign up there. I've got one banner up currently. It's on my building. It says furniture. Because you can't tell what my building is without something that says furniture.
Right.
So that's
Yeah.
the reason I put it on my building. It says my furniture now. But I had it done by such a not cheaper shops.
Ryan, what would his jurisdiction fall under as far as signage in our ordinance?
I believe it would be the county.
So if
And IDOT.
if this went through here, that we would be out of the jurisdiction and just completely on the county.
They don't allow you a sign larger, I think, than 100 square feet on the face, so like 10 by 10. But that's not something you would do. You wouldn't put gaming here. That's not. If I did anything, it would be something like small in my building, flashing that says we have gaming, or something that on a window or something like one of those neon lights that you see. I'm not looking at blowing it up. What I'm trying to capitalize on is my location, as far as like the campgrounds are right there. If they need something to do, they can come over. That's really what we're doing out there, is trying to capitalize on the area we have.
Okay.
I don't see a lot of people coming off the interstate.
No,
so there's no need to really jam that out there.
But so you understand where my concern is, though. I don't want that gaudy stuff being the first thing you see coming into Chatham.
We definitely don't need plans, but it's my word. I don't know what else I can pass.
Yeah, no, and it's out of our control. Honestly, it's not anything but your word that I want to hear. Honestly, because there's.
I had RCC up the other day. I'm looking. I can run a line out from my box out to the front.
Right.
It's going to be ready. I built a big berm. Parking was taking a little bit of water, so we mitigated that with the berm and did a few things there. But I was going to pop a little sign, right in the middle there, and then light it up. Next sign, and then go another 30 feet and then put a light up on my entrance.
Okay.
So that's all the plans I have. I don't have any plans of doing gaming or like all the billboards you see. I have zero interest in doing that.
Okay.
If I do something, it'll be a sign that I'm able to change with an LED in the front of my building. I'm not going to put any banners or anything like that.
Okay.
We have further question or discussion regarding the B2.
Nope.
Madam Clerk.
Trustee Mann.
Yes.
Trustee Gerger.
Yes.
Trustee Fountain.
Yes.
Trustee Mao.
Yes.
Trustee Churchill.
Yes.
Okay, item 7 is an ordinance approving a petition for a grant of special use. So, Mr. Fields, don't go away.
So before you ask for a motion on this, the ordinance that is before you grants the special use, and it can include conditions. So if right now the only condition on this special use is it be located at this very specific area on the property. If you also want to make it contingent upon the applicant having a lighting plan submitted and approved by the board and a exterior signage plan submitted and approved by the board, I think we could add those conditions on here if the applicant is also agreeable to that. And then it's just in writing and everything is tied to this specific special use. So I'd offer that up. If that's something that's of interest to the board, you could make a motion to approve this ordinance with those 2 additions to the conditions.
As long as it's something I can draw up and show you guys, as long as I don't have to go out to an engineering firm and get them. I've already gone through this. I'm not doing any more. No offense with what they do.
No, and my understanding is probably the board just wants some idea as to what the concept is going to be.
Speaking from my perspective, I just want an agreement that says, you know, I'm going to make it look good. Right. That's really what I want. I don't, like I said, the flags and a lot of the things you see, the billboards, I don't want that out there. I want it to be a respectable look. And from your word, that's what you want as well. So handwritten would be fine with me.
It's a real broad paintbrush. But if you say specific, I don't want banners and flags, no problem. But if we get into signage and stuff, I still want to put my sign up.
Yes. No, I think
we could even limit that further to the gaming, approval of the gaming signage or something like that.
That would be, yes, that would be good.
How about a motion to bring this to the table first?
I'll make that motion.
Trustee Mann, seconded by Trustee Gerger. Now, would you like to make a motion to amend this?
Yes.
You're agreeable to what we're talking about, Mr.
Well, I
Fields?
guess the other question before you amend, with the 1,262 square feet, that's pretty definite as far as it's, you know, I guess that would be the other thing that we would want in that, unless I missed it, just so that all of a sudden we don't approve it, and then all of a sudden he goes, you know what? I need 5,000 square feet.
No, that's already in there.
That is, okay, I must have missed it.
Yeah, that is it.
Gaming license too, they don't like, they're looking for small footprints. They're not looking for these giant, big, open spots to put their games in. That's my understanding. Yeah. That's kind of the reason why we kept it. 1,000 is ideal. 1,200. The reason I picked 1,200 is because there's a wall that comes out this way and a wall that way. And I can easily wall it off there, and then I have offs back there. I'm pulling. What I'm going to do is put the gaming back there and have control. And if it's, I don't know if I've talked to the fire department, but I want to put a code on there, even the bartender, to get in there because I don't want underage people in there. I don't want to even mess with any of that. I'd rather have it 21 and over to even step in the door.
So yeah, I would like to make the amendment to the ordinance that would allow for a lighting or a signage for the video gambling plan.
As well as exterior lighting plan.
Correct.
Approved by the board. So this would be, just make sure you're clear what the special use would be conditioned on those things happening as well. So you'd have to get a lighting plan that shows the addresses the concern with trying to come out of the driveway at night. And then what signs associated with the gambling would be is what they're asking to approve before you're full on.
Okay. Yeah,
and a handwritten description would be fine as long as that I don't want, you know, you don't have to give us architectural drawings.
An artistic rendering.
Yeah, exactly. Just give us a rough. Hey, this is what I'm thinking. Right. However it works. Yes.
All right. Trustee Mann is offered an amendment. A second.
I'll second.
Further discussion. Madam Clerk, to vote on the amendment.
Trustee Mann.
Yes.
Trustee Gerger.
Yes.
Trustee Fountain.
Yes.
Trustee Mao.
Yes.
Trustee Scherschel.
Yes.
Further discussion on the ordinance now as amended.
Yes. Even though this area that we're speaking about is not in our village or in our community, I do, have to weigh the concerns of those in the area. And I have gotten several calls about this plan and the proposed future for it, and they have not been in support of it. Honestly, I haven't gotten one call in support of it. They've all been against it and don't believe that this needs to be added to there. And I believe that's something we should keep in mind also, is those people that live in the area or have to travel that road daily or nightly, their concerns.
Do they say exactly what their concerns were?
You know, some, and again, some were just the concern about the driving, you know, at night and the issues with the parking and everything. That could be resolved, but, you know, I know at face value they said, you know, there's no reason to put that in there, you know, no real reason to change it. So,
Trustee Mann, did you have any concerns with the, because I know we just had the rezoning vote.
no, and I said it just as because we were rezoning it to the proper furniture store zoning. That's what we changed it to, because it was P1, right? Or what was it?
Very
Yeah.
organized.
So we changed it to B2, so I didn't have any problem because I even said in the beginning, hey, I think your store is great. Good luck, or I hope you have continued success. So, but I do have the issue with the gaming part of it. So,
Yeah, and I guess, Trustee Mount, what I would add to that is, you know, I'm not a big fan of video gaming, as I stated. However, I do want to support your business, and I'm more than open for you to have an additional source of revenue. And if this is an easy one, and we can agree on a middle ground, which I think we can, then right, yeah, and that's for me that's it. I think we can make this work.
Mike, one comment. If you have calls, they can't be that concerned. I don't see anybody vocally here in opposition, or a phone call says something, being a person standing up in front of somebody says something else. So I'll leave that on the table. But
I'm just stating I did have those calls, and
I understand. I definitely understand that there would be people that wouldn't be on board with it. It is probably a little controversial that not everybody likes bars or gaming.
And, you know, I guess, yeah.
From a business standpoint, I'm not looking at, you know, we're seeing different perspectives, I think, too, a little bit.
I guess, Trustee Mal, you know, that may be something because, you know, he's going to end up having to go through the county to get his liquor license and all that. So I don't know what their actual process is.
I believe
so far,
so
you know, that may be if they do truly have a concern that
they have to
they
go
address
before the
it
liquor
there.
commission to get that.
Yeah.
So there's a local liquor commission I have to go. Then my next step is I've got to get building permits. After zoning is key. You can't do anything until you get zoning in place, and then you get your building permits, your sign permits. I think it goes to the county with that. I may even have to talk to IDOT about the light. I haven't gotten a call back. I'm still waiting. But I work with IDOT on our entrance or anything, so I don't see any issues with putting a light up there and make.
I think they're 30 years with IDOT, and in that area, you know, as far as lighting, their biggest concern is to make sure there's just no glare to the traffic.
Right. And I don't want to leave the light out. I want to make sure it's down on where it's supposed to be, maybe a little bit out, you know, onto the road so you can see cars coming and going, not where it's pointed to the glare where you're going to cause some of the issues. What was the second issue? We talked about lighting. What other issues do we have?
The signs with it on.
The signage, yeah. I'm looking at doing, you know, something pretty nice, something maybe in brick and mortar, LED sign, most likely, maybe like a 4x8, something under there, 10x10. I'm not going to get crazy with it. It'll probably be lit. That's as far as we've gotten on the lighting and sign. It takes money.
Time and money. Further discussion?
I was just going to say, and just if this is approved, just remember that with those conditions in here, it's important to come back and get this board's approval, because even if you go and get the counties, the board could say you didn't comply with this and they're yanking the special use. So it's just important to follow up with these conditions that the board is putting on there.
Sure, yeah, I have no problem submitting a written proposal to you guys that shows, hey, we put the sign here, and then, you know, 30 feet over, we're going to pop the light up on the entrance. I again, if we do put something up, it'll be on the building or in the window that says gaming. I'm not interested in putting anything on the road. I don't even know what my rights are to even do something like that. It's not my property. I'm just not interested in.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Madam Clerk?
Trustee Mann.
Yes.
Trustee Gerger.
Yes.
Trustee Fountain.
Yes.
Trustee Mao.
No.
Trustee Churchill.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Fields. Item 8 is a resolution approving a CMT work order for Park Street repair project and construction observation of said project. Can I have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
A motion by Trustee Fountain, second by Trustee Mao.
That's fine.
Park Street repairs, the sidewalk repairs, this is CMT's work order outside their normal scope of their engineering contract, so we'll put a resolution to approve their work. Further discussion? Madam Clerk?
Trustee Mann.
Yes.
Trustee Gerger.
Yes.
Trustee Fountain.
Yes.
Trustee Mao.
Yes.
Trustee Churchill.
Yes.
Item 9 is a resolution approving Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois renewal effective July 1, 2018. Have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Trustee Mao has made a motion of second.
I'll second.
Second by Trustee Mann. A 3.9% increase on our health insurance. It's a very similar plan to what we had, and sure, that's about half the first number we were given.
Take it and run. Nobody's getting 3.9%.
With that, any further discussion or questions?
I assume not lower.
No.
Madam Clerk?
Trustee Mann.
Yes.
Trustee Gerger.
Yes.
Trustee Fountain.
Yes.
Trustee Mao.
Yes.
Trustee Churchill.
Yes.
Item 10 is a resolution approving a municipal utility easement agreement between the Village of Chatham and the Greater Springfield Hindu Temple. Do I have a motion, please?
So moved.
I'll second.
Motion by Trustee Churchill, second by Trustee Fountain.
Brian, do you know offhand, I assume this easement is outside their retention pond area?
Yes, it is actually right on the edge of it.
Is it okay?
Yes, it's where the retention pond is. It's right on the southeast corner of it because we had to make that little leg there to get our wire in the right spot because I wasn't there for all the meetings, but there, it had to go right across the corner.
Okay.
That
I kind of assumed it did. I just wanted to verify.
right.
So, and as conditions of the easement adjustment, they're providing the transformer, or I kind of read this real quickly. They're providing it, or we're providing it?
I'm not really sure.
We're providing it.
Yes.
Okay.
So we've got, essentially we're taking a corner of their property away for the easement in exchange for that, rather than buying the easement.
Gotcha. Okay.
They need a transformer, and we have the ability to get that done for them. So the amount is listed there, item 3.
Not to exceed 11,000, correct?
Right.
Okay. Further discussion? Hearing none, Madam Clerk?
Trustee Mann.
Yes.
Trustee Gerger.
Yes.
Trustee Fountain.
Yes.
Trustee Mao.
Yes.
Trustee Churchill.
Yes.
Item 11 is an ordinance modifying the number of R1G and R2G liquor licenses within the village. Can a motion bring this to the table?
I'll make that motion.
Motion made by Trustee Mao. Second?
Second.
Second by Trustee Churchill. This is Why Not Pizza. Is requested to a modification for their liquor license to go from just the beer and wine license to full liquor license.
Assuming that their reason is they want video gambling.
No, they already have. They
already do?
They have a G license already. They want to expand their bar selections.
I don't believe they have video gaming currently, although they've got a license that allows it.
Okay.
Is that accurate? I believe that's what.
So they have the license, but they don't have the gaming.
That's right.
I don't have the space, right?
Oh, well, you're right.
Probably what the.
So they may in the future, and so this continues to give them that option. But it's just expanding their ability as to the types of liquor that they can sell.
Do you know, do they own that building that's been torn down just to the, would that be north of them? Is that their building?
Ryan, that's.
I think he owns that. Yeah.
I think Frank owns that.
Okay.
Separate parcel, yeah.
Now, you can, under our existing liquor code, if they don't actually get video gaming within a certain amount of time, you can actually
Pull it back.
pull the G license from them, but that's really up to the.
Do we know when that license was issued, Dave?
Were you on the board when we discussed that?
I don't think so.
Year and a half, 2 years ago.
And what is the limit on the,
You have to.
I guess letting it go stale, I guess, is the best.
Yeah, and it's fine. You can do that. It's just that if you guys go through and you decide you want to clean up and take away some of the video gaming licenses, you can do that if somebody's just holding one.
So there's nothing
and they're
that
not actually
says
doing video
if it's
gaming.
been longer than 2 years, you have to.
Right. There's nothing that says it's automatically voided or void.
But by going from a 1G to a 2G would not extend the G portion.
Right. It's a G. It's a G now. It's going to be a G under this proposed new classification. It's just that it's the type of liquor.
Just adds other liquor.
Yeah.
The frozen margarita.
The frozen margarita.
Further questions or discussion? Madam Clerk?
Trustee Mann.
Yes.
Trustee Fountain.
Yes.
Trustee Gerger. Sorry, I was looking.
Yes.
Trustee Mao.
Yes.
Trustee Churchill.
Yes.
Item 12 is an ordinance amending the village liquor code to clarify the ability of fraternal, veterans, and truck stop establishments to have video gaming. Can I have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Trustee Mao, second by Trustee Gerger. What this is, when the VFW renewed their liquor license, we realized our code wasn't clear on this. Actually, this is state law that says any fraternal organization can't have a gaming machine in it.
They already do, don't they?
They do.
Yeah.
But it wasn't matching up with our code because they didn't have to come request our G license because they can do it by state law.
It state's permission.
Yeah. So
that just clarifies that they can do that.
What's already the law.
Correct.
Okay.
Our superseding law.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got preempted on this one. Madam Clerk.
Trustee Mann.
Yes.
Trustee Gerger.
Yes.
Trustee Fountain.
Yes.
Trustee Mao.
Yes.
Trustee Churchill.
Yes.
Item 13 is the ordinance determining prevailing wage rates for the village of Chatham.
I'll make that motion.
Trustee Fountain, second by Trustee Mao. This is the annual publication of the prevailing wages in Sangamon County. And that's what they are. So annually, we adopt the prevailing wage schedule set for the county. Madam Clerk?
Trustee Mann.
Yes.
Trustee Gerger.
Yes.
Trustee Fountain.
Yes.
Trustee Mao.
Yes.
Trustee Churchill.
Yes.
We have any additional public comments this evening? Hearing none. Scheduled meetings, ADA Transition Plan Committee, 6 p.m., June 19th. Planning Commission, 6 p.m., June 21st. Village Board, 6 p.m., June 26th. Committee of the Whole will follow June 26th. Public Properties and Recreation Commission meeting, 6 p.m., July 9th. And the Police Commission, 5:30, August 16th. We have no need for an executive session this evening. Have a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Meeting stands adjourned.
Yes, we will. I'll talk to you, Darlene.
My chair.